Hello everyone, thank you for joining me today on Everything AeroPilates. In this video, I'm going through my top 5 AeroPilates accessories that I love, and if they're in your budget, they are a great addition to your AeroPilates. So if you want to see what my favorite accessories are for the AeroPilates machine, stay tuned. I don't often use these accessories in the video, if at all, just because I know that not everybody has them. They do not come standard with a lot of the models. And in fact, did not come standard with this particular model. But I wanted to mention them today. I am going to start doing a couple workouts with these accessories just for a handful of gals that do have them. They're actually really good upgrades. You have your AeroPilates, you're using it a lot and you love it, start to consider some of these upgrades. The first thing I want to mention is the obvious stand. The stand has brought my AeroPilates from on the floor, and I can actually like sit here and talk to you. Sometimes the boys, my desk is over there, and sometimes my boys will sit on this when they're visiting me or just chit-chatting with me. The stand is really for somebody who leaves their AeroPilates out all the time. So if you have a floor model and you don't need to roll it up because you have that space, the stand is great for you. You actually can bring the stand out every time. It doesn't take that long. It's really best if you have somebody to help you put the machine then on the stand and take the machine off. If you can't leave the machine out, but you still want to stand and you have someone who can help you on a regular basis get the machine on and off the stand, you're only talking about 3 to 5 more minutes of setting up and taking down for that process. So it's still worth it to get the stand if you have that opportunity as well. But if you're leaving it out all the time, definitely the stand. It's almost a no-brainer. There are a few exercises that you can do in this area here that's called the well. They're more advanced exercises, but someday we will get to those, and that's something that you have to have the stand for. My next #1 recommendation is the Pullup Bar. I really love the Pullup Bar. I find that I don't use it every workout, but what I can do is come in here, jump up. I usually put on my rebounder, jump up from my rebounder, and do some pull-ups here and there. It's actually really fun, and I had a viewer talk to me about removing the stoppers up there to just get a couple more inches for your pull-up bar, and I have been using it that way since, and I haven't had any problems with it, and I'll show that in a different video. But the Pullup Bar is a great option for somebody who wants to work their arms, and it's also a great option for your abs. I do have a pull-up bar workout here on this channel, but I think it's pretty intense. And when you're filming, you have the option of, taking a break and then just editing the break out, like when you're breathing heavy and feel like you're gonna die. So if you're doing that video on this channel, you must be really strong. Congratulations to you. If you wanna try that video and you're more of my fitness level, you are gonna have to take breaks. You're gonna have to pause and take some breaks, and that's okay. The reason I did that workout is to just kind of show you, like when you're on your own, you might remember a certain exercise, not like the full workout, that you can do with your pull-up bar, and you can just jump on your AeroPilates and do that 1 or 2 exercises real quickly. You don't have to do that full intense workout, but that's up to you. So I really do like the pull-up bar for many of those exercises that are in that video. That I do not do all at once normally, but I take 1 or 2 and do when I have a couple minutes here and there. So Pullup Bar is my #2 recommendation for AeroPilates. My #3 most used accessory, and actually all 3 of these could actually be tied for #1, the stand, the Pullup Bar, and the head and neck pillow. I do have an imbalance in my neck, and so it pushes forward a little too much. So this pillow really hugs in the crook of my neck perfectly while I'm lying down, and I love to use this, especially for rebounding. The only time you don't leave the pillow in is if you're lifting your hips up, and I don't actually, aside from hip ups sometimes on the tow bar that are in some of the workouts on this channel, I don't usually lift my hips up that often. So I can pretty much leave this on all the time when I'm working out. It's extremely comfortable when you're rebounding, but really with any of the workouts, I like this head and neck pillow. The next accessory that I like, #4, is the pole. This is a white pole. It is not available for sale. It came as a fluke in one of the unboxings that I did on this channel. The 5102 just happened to have a white pole. I've never seen it before, and I've never seen it since. It's never been for sale as far as I know. So I'm thinking somehow a European model or something got mixed in. I don't know what it was. Maybe this was like their test model with this pole, but regardless, the pole is an amazing, amazing tool for the AeroPilates. I often use it to help me push myself up but there are some workout options for the pole that are really fun. In the near future, I'm going to film a couple pole workouts. The reason I'm going to do that is because you can use a broom, you can use your kid's baseball bat. There are a lot of things that you can use to mimic. Maybe you even already have a weighted pole in your home gym. There are a lot of things that you can use that will mimic this pole. So you don't have to have the actual AeroPilates pole. This is about 1 pound. This is a pole that's sold separately and it does not telescope. The pole that comes with the box and pole gets taller and shorter. So this pole is relatively useless if you're trying to use it for standing exercises. A broom or a dust mop would be more efficient for that. But for exercises on the machine, this pole is actually really handy. So a couple of those pole videos will be coming up in the somewhat near future. It really just adds a fun element to the AeroPilates workout. And my number 5 recommendation is a Pilates Ring. Now, Pilates Ring, Pilates Circle, I think it's called a circle. And so this is a fun thing to have around, and you can just have this sitting out downstairs or, you know, in the living room, maybe in your bedroom, and you can just do a couple little quick exercises with this while you're, you know, sitting about. It can go in between your legs and do that, like that Thigh Master, that Suzanne Summers Thigh Master. It mimics that. It is also really interesting. I've seen Marjolaine Bergman use this to get her neck stronger, and I don't do it enough, but when I do it, I see a difference pretty quickly. For that, you would just put it on your forehead. You're gonna make sure your head is neutral and relaxed, and you're pushing your hand. You're not pushing your neck. You're pushing your hand into the circle, and your neck braces for it, and so it creates resistance to make your neck stronger. And you can actually do that on the side of your head as well. You're not pushing your head into it. You're pushing your hand into the circle to make your neck have to support itself. And so I gotta do that evenly. It's really interesting. It does make your neck stronger. So I'm gonna keep doing that. This is not the AeroPilates circle. I have seen that as well, and I like this one a little better. So I'm gonna actually link all of this below, and I will link the AeroPilates one below in case you just wanna stay with the AeroPilates theme. But I will link one like this as well below so that you can kind of see. And there's just a lot of options with this. You can scrunch down and work your abdominals. There are a lot. It's actually pretty versatile. So it's kind of a fun thing to have around. And this can travel with you, where this, depending on where you're going, may not be able to. Those are my top 5 accessories for your AeroPilates, but I do have this yellow cord over here as an example of if you do have all black cords. I don't actually know if you need a yellow cord. I've never used one, and I've heard many people say they never actually use it unless it's in conjunction with a black cord, and that equals a red cord. But the point is like color cord. If you have all black cords, you might want to get the red cord pack or the yellow cord pack. The yellow cord is great. It's actually Marjolaine Bergman's favorite cord because she is that strong that she could be way out there and only on the yellow cord and still pull herself back in, where I might get way out there and get stuck. So it may not be the best for me. But if you're really strong, the yellow cord is great. And then the red cord, you would think the red cord is for strong people, and it is. It's gonna build more muscle tone. It's for strength building, the red cord is. And but it pulls you back more easily. So it will build strength on the way out, and it'll bring you back in a little easier. But the red cord is great. But the red cord is really great. It can boost you up in increments better than black cords. For instance, if you have 1 black and 1 red cord, it's the equivalent of 2.5 cords. So you don't have to be all 3 cords, which might be a little more intense. And then when you move up and you're ready, you can go to 3 cords. Let me know if you have any questions about the cords. But red cord pack and a yellow cord pack are definitely not necessary. But if you're interested in either strengthening, building more strength, or just having a different variety, the red cord pack is great. And the single yellow cord is great if you are like Marjolaine Bergman and you have that kind of strength. It really challenges your abdominals is what the yellow cord does, because you're really using your core to put the platform back in. So let's review. My number 1 recommendation, if possible, is the stand. If you are leaving your machine out, or if somebody can help you put it in and out every time. My number 2 is the Pullup Bar, which is a great accessory to help build your arms, and there's things you can do with your abdominals on that. Number 3 would be my head and neck pillow, but actually all 3 of those are tied for number 1 in reality. The head and neck pillow, I would really not want to be without it. I really love it. And then I have my pole, which just gives some variety on the AeroPilates workout system and can help you, get up off the platform. If you're lying down, you can push into that. The Pilates circle is a really great accessory, especially for travel, or if your machine is like in one room, this can be in another room. And if you have a few moments, you can just do some quick workouts with this. So it's really, I feel that, I really feel that in my house. So it's really just kind of a fun thing to have around. It's small and compact, and it can definitely travel with you. And then the color cords could be an option. Not definitely recommended because black cords are actually fine, but if you just want to change or a little more variety, the color cords are a great option for you as well. I've had some people ask what accessories I would recommend. So these are the ones, the price points on these vary, but I'm going to link the best price that I've found below for each of these items so that you can go ahead and check them out at the lowest price that I see available. You can shop around as well. You might find a cheaper price. And then sometimes, obviously, places like Amazon or eBay, the prices are going to vary. So I will have them linked below as low as possible. And then maybe check all the links because, like I said, prices vary and you want to get the lowest price at the time. Whoever has that at the time. Okay, you guys, so those are my recommended accessories. Please let me know if you have any questions or comments about any of these items down below and I will answer them. And I will see you next time on Everything AeroPilates. Bye, guys.